Question: do you know what saves you? How are you saved? How are you paid for specifically? What is your salvation paid for by? Are you going to say Jesus? Technically, I mean, obviously you're right, but like more specifically, it goes a lot deeper than that. Okay, you could say Jesus on the cross. Yes, again, that's not wrong, but it goes deeper than that. We are paid for specifically by the blood of Jesus. I feel like most modern worship songs don't mention the blood of Jesus, which we have to know that it's paid for by his blood. You know, the old songs, the old hymns and whatnot, they're like, nothing but the blood of Jesus, and there's so many other ones, right? But you have to know that you're paid for by his blood. And what I was just reading here in Leviticus is very significant on emphasizing just how important blood is. So I'll show you that. So this here is out of Leviticus, this section, and let's see. It says, "Give them this command as well. If any native Israelite or foreigner living among you offers a burnt offering or a sacrifice, but does not bring it to the entrance of the tabernacle to offer it to the Lord, the person will be cut off from the community. And if any native Israelite or foreigner living among you eats or drinks blood in any form, I will turn against that person and cut him off from the community of your people." Pay attention to this verse right here. "For the life of the body is in the blood. For the life of the body is in the blood. I have given you the blood on the altar to purify you, making you right with the Lord. It is the blood given in exchange for a life that makes purification possible." Now, obviously, Jesus' sacrifice hadn't happened yet, but you can see how clearly this ties into that, how this is talking about that, even though that hasn't happened yet. That's what makes our purification possible. He gave his life, he exchanged his life, he exchanged his blood, he gave his blood on the cross. That's what made our purification possible. We have to be purified to enter heaven, to be saved. "That is why I have said to the people of Israel, you must never eat or drink blood, neither you nor the foreigners living among you. And if any native Israelites or foreigner living among you goes hunting and kills an animal or bird that is approved for eating, he must drain its blood and cover it with earth. The life of every creature is in its blood." So, if you ever ask yourself or have ever wondered, why is it Jesus' blood specifically that pays for us? Like, of all things, why would it have to be that? That is his life. He gave his life for us. His blood is his life. For the life of the body is in its blood. The life, maybe the blood isn't technically the life, but the life's in it. I mean, that's what it sounds like here. For the life of the body is in its blood. So Jesus had to give his blood to give his life, right? It is the blood given in exchange for a life that makes purification possible. That's how we become right with the Lord. And obviously, we ourselves aren't capable of making a blood sacrificing ourselves, sacrificing our own blood to be right with the Lord. And that's why, because we're sinless, we don't have perfect blood. Now, how did these animals being sacrificed, how were they good enough? I, I only know so much. Maybe animals, that they sacrifice don't have souls, so they don't have sin. I probably That's probably how that works. I don't I'm not an expert on that. I have no idea. I can only tell you so much, but all I wanted to talk about, is just help people understand that the life of the body is in the blood, and that's why Jesus needed to pay for us on the cross with his blood. There's no other way we could be saved. And it couldn't be more clear, even all the way back in Leviticus. It explains it so well. So I hope that makes sense, and just know that I am not perfect. I'm not an expert on the Bible by any means. If there's something that I'm saying here that's not necessarily accurate or something, you can help me understand. But always study this stuff for yourself. And anyways, thank you for checking this out. God bless you guys. Peace.